Now let's practice formatting some sources in APA style, starting with your textbook, Strategies for Successful Writing, 9th edition, by James Reinking and Robert von der Osten. All of the information you need can be found on the copyright page in your book. So we'll start with the author's names, the copyright year, which is the year of publication, the title of the book, and the edition. I do want to make a note that on the references page, only the first word of a title is capitalized, unless there's a proper noun. Proper nouns are also capitalized, but that's only on the references page. In your paper and on the cover page, you will capitalize titles as normal. And then you'll include the publisher information. The publisher is located in Upper Saddle River, New Jersey. The publisher is Prentice Hall. Now, Prentice Hall is the specific imprint or the specific department. As specific as you can be on your references list, go ahead and be. It only helps your researchers and readers find the same information. Now we're going to look at an article by the New York Times, in the New York Times. We're going to include the author's name and the date. Now even when you have a specific date, you'll still start with the year and then follow the year with the month and the day. The title of the article. Now I want you to notice that this title has a title as well as a subtitle. The title is separated from the subtitle by the colon, and the first word after the colon is also capitalized, but those are the only two words in the title that are capitalized. It's published in the New York Times. If this was a print article that we found, we'd put a comma and then the specific page number, page 4, section D, but since we found it online, we'll put a period and then retrieved from NewYorkTimes.com. Now it's much better to copy and paste the exact URL, but for the sake of space in my demonstration, I am just using the shorter version. The next source we're going to look at is the Mayo Clinic, which does not have a specific author. It says by Mayo Clinic staff. You do not want to put Mayo Clinic staff on your references page. However, it is considered to be a corporate author. One person from the Mayo Clinic wrote the article on behalf of the Mayo Clinic, so the Mayo Clinic is your corporate author. Since we don't have a specific date, we'll put N.D. literally for no date, and then we're going to use the name of the web page itself, alcoholism, as the title, and we're going to include a subtitle of causes since we're talking specifically about the causes of alcoholism. Since they're both one word, both are capitalized, but if any other words were included, they would not be capitalized. Since Mayo Clinic is already mentioned, we do not need to repeat it. We can just move on to the next point, which is the website. We found it on mayoclinic.com. Now let's look at a site that has an article published on its website, but it's not considered a corporate author. It's just an article on the website, on Science Daily. In this case, we'll start the citation with the name of the article itself and just skip over the author's name altogether because we don't know it. And then the date it was published, and it's published on Science Daily. I forgot to italicize New York Times. Both of those will be italicized as the place of publication. The article was published in the New York Times newspaper, even though it's online, and also our current article is published on the website Science Daily. So both of those will be italicized. And then retrieved from sciencedaily.com. And just to repeat, you would copy and paste the URL, but for sake of space in the demonstration, I'm not. All right, let's do a government website, which is a little bit different. Like our Mayo Clinic example, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is considered to be the corporate author. We'll put N.D. for no known date of publication. The title of the web page, we're going to use a title and subtitle format just like we did before. And here's where it gets different. For government websites, you'll include the specific department, which would be Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, as the corporate author, but you'll also include the overarching government agency under which the department operates. In this case, it's the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. And this would be your place of publication. It's published through the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. But we found it on cdc.gov website. All right, let's look at one more. We'll look at a journal article, and journal articles make it really easy because most of the time all of the information is at the very top of the page. So let's take our information, the author's name, and the rest of the information and put it into APA format. So we'll start with the author's name, the year of publication, the name of the title, the name of the journal, and this is where it gets a little bit different with journal articles too. The journal name will be italicized, and right after that we'll include the specific volume number followed by the issue number when it's known. They're not always that specific. The volume number is italicized, the issue number is not, comma, the page range that the article appears on, period. And then we found this one online, so we're going to go ahead and include the web URL also. Now here are all of our citations. Now we just need to put them into alphabetical order according to the last name of the author or the first word of the citation. So let's put these in order very quickly. And here's your final references list.